Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. And they are brought to you by roses. Yes, my rose plant is still producing the roses, which is lovely. They're all at the top, though, harder to reach. I should probably do some trimming, and then maybe more will come up. They usually bloom until October. But beautiful. So we're going to tap into the energies for today. We've got all kinds of things happening astrologically. I am not the one to fill you in on any of that because I don't know. I think there's a meteor shower coming up. The Pleiades meteor shower. And all kinds of planets and stars and flares and magic. Lots of magic in the air. So that's beautiful if you can feel it. If you are feeling more thirsty, drink lots of water. Ground, move your body. So we sort of anchor in the new energies that are coming for us. Okay. Let's see what the energies have for us today. What kind of messages do we need to feel, consider, think about, release, accept, be excited about? Right? What are they? Okay. There it is. Okay. What's this about? Stepping out of your comfort zones. Yes, very important. And, you can just be among the people, okay? You know the song from The Little Mermaid? I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing. So maybe it's about just getting out and doing something fun or accepting the invitations when they come to you, right? When your knee-jerk reaction is to be like, no, I have to stay home or I can't because, and you have all these reasons, your brain will always give you reasons to not go, right? But it's always harder to go than it is to be there, right? There's enough distractions while you're there. And just keep in mind, you can leave whenever you want. You can leave whenever you want. But just push yourself, be the parent to your inner child and just give them that little, it's okay, you are going to be fine, you will live, right? Because this is how we expand through experience. And you need to experience contrast and alternative things than your own controlled environment, okay? Yes, there you go. Get out and shine, okay? Be the confident, creative, charismatic version of yourself, okay? Put on the pants. Put on the pants. Put on the, it's like, I was going to say like the attitude of gratitude, but it's like role, right? Like embody the role of someone who can be seen, okay? Yes. Okay, let's see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So we've got the universe conspiring here to align you to your highest timeline. And we've got lots of thoughts, okay? So yes, overthinking and being overwhelmed, all this stuff. This is kind of like, should I go out? Should I not go out, right? But also I'm getting like creative ideas and inspiration and stuff like that, right? So it's a real, watch your thoughts right now because they are affecting your alignment. There we go. Okay, 10 of Cups. Okay, so this could be your discernment, right? Your perception of this idea. Okay, because this card has been coming up quite a lot, right? And we could be getting into our heads about what that means and at what level. And just we can cause our own delays. Okay, let's just get them all out here. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is long-lasting abundance. This is the kind of abundance that you wait patiently for as you nurture the seed, the acorn, to grow into a beautiful, beautiful blossoming tree, okay, which takes time and dedication. But then once that tree reaches its blossoming, blooming, fruiting stage, it's ever-bearing. It's going to keep doing it year after year for many, many years to come, okay? That's the kind of abundance that the 10 of Pentacles, because Pentacles, it's earth-based, it's slow-moving, it's a growing energy, right? And growth takes as long as it takes, okay? And this is the receiving of. So definitely a link here to receiving your happily ever after, right? The happily ever after is very dependent on your perspectives. Okay, so yes and no. I mean, I think that's where this overthinking, don't think too much about it. Just let it be. Let it show, let the universe surprise and awe you and show you what 10 of Pentacles can mean. I mean, 10 of Cups, okay? But Cups talk about emotion and flow, okay? So we're talking about like emotional stability, emotional regularity. This is like love, harmony, peace, prosperity, joy, fulfillment, all of those gorgeous, gorgeous things. Okay. Well, it's the Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this is divine union. This is a coming together of overflowing cups and the compounding and what is that? Overflow. No, because they're already overflowing cups. It's the compounding? Compounding. Why do I keep thinking compounding? Accentuating? Gloriousness. Okay, yeah, see? Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the Temperance, this is your patience, that things take as long as it takes. Okay, and you have been very patient and discerning. And I'm seeing here, because I feel like this is a love thing, a loving, destined relationship, either a friend, business, or love, right? That you've been waiting for, that is going to be long lasting. And you haven't settled for anything but, right? Your cutaway game, your boundary game, your discernment game is very high, okay? And also this willingness, this getting yourself to a space where you can receive this kind of abundance, this kind of well-being. Okay, and the Wheel of Fortune is exactly that. The wheel turns in your favor. It's almost like think of going to Vegas and you're betting here and there, and then suddenly you're a winner. What? Right? And it's like a surprise. It's almost like a tower, but one that you had a hand in, right? You needed to make the bet, place the bet, be there as well. Get out of your comfort zone, go to Vegas, bet on, or follow your intuition and make the bet, right? It's an active role in the receiving of. And I feel like you being in your Queen of Cups status, you have gotten yourself to that place where not only are you an overflowing cup, but you are ready to share your overflowing cup with others, let's say, with others. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's also like the twin flame card in a way, because it's got the 11 in there and the two overflowing cups, supersizing and tsunamiing, tidal wave. Be patient. But look, the patient knight is turning, like he's almost upside down. So it's like it's coming, your time of patience is coming to an end here. Oh, there's your overflowing cup. Okay, I feel like it's also like an offer, right? Or this offer coming in that you will receive fills your cup and overflows. This is beautiful. Like, what the heck? Okay, and then, yeah, you're patiently waiting for the process to take. You're holding fast, not settling, not taking the next best thing. It's like all or nothing. I'm getting all or nothing vibes. And that's a powerful place to be, right? Like your contentment to being without the diluting, I meant, without the delusion. Well, yeah, we can project, right? When we're trying to fill a void, anything will do. We'll take the next best thing, the first best thing, the thing, oh, you're giving me attention? Sure, yay, I'll take it. You'll do, right? You'll do, that's right. And you are not in you'll do energy. You're in only the best for me. You have to also be an overflowing cup. Whoa, okay, so there's your emotional regularity. Let's see this one. Oh, it's the King of Pentacles. Is he who's coming in here with this offer, with this wish, with this thing? I mean, he's definitely connected with this slow-moving pentacle energy. And this maintenance of your emotional regularity Okay, this is what turns your wheel. This is what allows you to become one to receive. And this is a strategic coming out, right? This is, yes, getting out there and seeing the people dancing, but also checking in with how you're feeling, right? Push yourself, but not to the point of exhaustion, right? You can still be like, okay, I'm good. I've seen, I've interacted, I've witnessed, and now it's time to retreat or just to go. Okay, yeah, this grounded energy. So it's like you will, this abundance or whatever, it's like in tandem. The slow moving earth energy, this earth king. Oh, there's a crossroads, a choice. Now, the crossroads can also represent like getting to the end of your road. And now it's time to change directions, go on a different path, right? Because you get to the end of your road and then now there's two options and you have to go left or right. Yeah, or maybe there will be some sort of options. No, I think this is a pivotal time, right? It's like getting to the end of your single, doing it on your own. And now it's like sharing the way, sharing the path. We'll see. We'll see with this one here where it goes. Kind of leaning up here. It's like staying in and protected or going out and after the things that you want in your thinking, your mental space here. Kind of like weighing your options, being considerate, considering your options, but also a acknowledgement to not spend too long sitting at that junction point trying to think your way, right? Keep moving forward. Pick away and trust. Pick away and trust it. Okay. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, well, there we have counterparts on the board, okay? And beautiful power couple. It's like an abundant, stable home environment and an abundant, stable work environment. Like he's the master of the material realm. So King of Pentacles tends to be someone who is very sort of career oriented, solid in their foundations. Okay. And the Queen of Pentacles is solid in what sits on top of the foundation, all the beautiful things, the home, the garden, so they make a good balance, right? I mean, if you want to take it to that traditional masculine energy, goes out and makes the bacon, or bring home the bacon, and the feminine energy makes a beautiful meal out of the bacon. And I used masculine feminine energy purposely because there's no gender, so it's not we're eliminating the male female role, and it's just there are some people who are really skilled in making money, and then there are some people who are really skilled at making a home, and when those two people come together, all the bases are covered, right? Somebody could be really good at making a home but not so good at making the money, right? And vice versa. So that's a complementary, that's what these counterparts kind of bring and share and become all rounded. This is also the masculine and feminine within, what it does for you on the inside, right? Like you become one who has all their bases covered when you are embodying both the masculine and feminine on all the levels. Okay. And that's how you do it. By meditating, grounding, connecting, and being connected. Okay, I feel like this is what's going to quell. This is how you quell. Is it quell? I need to know what quell means. Pacify, soften, release the need to have to think your way, because this is about feeling. This is the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual balance. This is, instead of just trying to think it, you are processing it through all of the dimensions. and in a grounded, connected way. And that's where you tap into your inner knowing and feeling and being. Okay, death does arrive. And this is giving me your discernment to cut away all the things that are going to interfere with this momentum, with this aligning of your highest timeline. Okay, you need to release the things and help the energy flow towards you. Okay, so what this is bringing up for me is I'm in this like state of ending cycles, right? And energetic ones. So like there's a few events that I have worked at for the last 18 years. And, you know, for 18 years, every year on that date, I am doing the same things, right? And so I'm stopping that just to move the energy around by doing something different on those dates, right? Shifting the energy. Another example is in my declaration of this, I was sitting in my space, which I do often, and there's this dresser or shelving unit that I used as like a faux little wall, right? It's kind of sticking out and to create like a little nook on this side kind of thing. That shelf has been like that probably at least 18 years, if not 20. And as soon as I recognized that, I was like, okay, that shelf's got to go, right? We got to move, like just how energy moves around in your space. This thing being there, what would life be? Where would the energy go if I were to move it? And so I took everything off of the shelf, cleaned it all up, moved it from that spot, reorganized, resorted, and released any trapped energy that was in there. And now the flow of energy through my space is different, right? And this is how you can help the universe align to you by you could have all this energy flowing to you, but if you're trapped in this little swirling vortex of same stagnant energy, where is this new energy coming in from, right? So really important. And this is just like, that's just one example. But when you start to apply, like energy is everywhere. Everything is energy. And so this could be like a job that you've been in that brings you no joy, that you dread every single day that you have to go to it, right? This is the choosing either to stay where you are in dread, um, in lack, basically, or choose to go into the heart space, choose to do things differently. This could be like even changing your route. You take the same way to work for many, many years, right? You're creating like, think about neural pathways. And that's how neural pathways get overworked, right? It's just a back forth, back forth, back forth. Think of it like a neural pathway, like a bridge that gets overused, right? But if you're like, oh, you found a way to swing across the river this time. Oh, there's stones you can hop across. Oh, you can piggyback. Oh, you can fly. Oh, you can jump, right? You're not overworking that bridge. Sometimes you take the bridge, but you're mixing it up. And on the way back, maybe you have more time. So you take the longer route or whatever. And this not only creates other neural pathways, right? Other pathways that you can take that energy can flow to and from and at you, right? Well, that's it. That's what you're doing. You are not overusing, overplaying, overstressing one way. You're keeping the energy fresh, the flow fresh. And that is super powered, okay? And then also, if you think about that, now instead of one way to you, there are multiple ways to you. So when the universe conspires to align the things that are meant for you, the highest timeline in your best self energy wants to come to you, look at all the different ways it can come to you versus just the one way. And who knows, right? Maybe the load of what wants to come to you breaks that bridge because you overworked it and it never gets to you. It just floats down the river. Right? But that's an alternative that you're choosing mindfully not. You're choosing mindfully not. Okay? You are taking an active role in the creation of the world that you want to live. And in that world, energy flows freely and comes at you from many different angles. Okay? Where wheels turn in your favor and destined partnerships that stand the test of time arrive or are for you. Okay, your strategic coming out and shining and being. This is what changes your world. This is what transforms you. Yes, this is what transforms you. And even in here, like this is like a boundary line, right? But there's still some spaces that you can come out And, the butterfly is out of the chrysalis. So this is that stepping out of your, sorry, I don't know if I brought this close to the camera here. Stepping out of your boundary, your safe space, right? But it's not all the walls down. I'm out. It's like, okay, I've grounded and connected. I'm feeling good. I'm going to go. I'm going to see. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take that different route. I'm going to accept that offer and go to that event. It's the mindful orchestrating. The mindful orchestrating. I'm putting this back in. Okay, if it wants to come back out, it can. You've transformed. I mean, I'd put it there because you've transformed into someone who can discern and who is patient with the recognition of the process, which involves release, right? Release those old, worn out patterns, pathways. We've got the Knight of Cups. This is a message coming in. And I feel like this Knight of Cups is carrying this overflowing cup, right? Look at, that's what they're carrying in their horse there. Passionate, with pure intention, moving. This Knight of Cups wants this happily ever after, wants to make wishes come true, wants a world where their hearts can beat steady and strong, where the wheel turns in your favor and abundance abounds. Okay. Yes. So this could be an idea or communication. I feel like it's communication that's coming in for this Queen of Cups, or from this Queen of Cups, depending on who you are, but it's connected to your happily ever after. So yeah, it's like, if this is a business partnership, this is the communication from somebody being like, I want to work with you. If this is a friendship partnership, then this is communication from a friend or somebody who wants to be your friend, who's like, hey, I really resonate with you. And I think that, like, let's hang out, right? And if it's a love offer, this is like, hey, I love you. We should be together. Like, hey, I have this overflowing cup. I see you have an overflowing cup. Let's see what happens when we put our cups together. And you're like, I already know, right? I've been patiently waiting for this. Without waiting. You never want to waste your now on waiting. You're not the Mr. Bean meme where he's sitting on the side of the road waiting, right? Just looking at his watch, laying on the ground, looking up at the sky, being like, are you here yet? Is it here yet? You are carrying on, living the best life that you can as an overflowing cup, which is pretty dang good. This is what I mean. Like, you're in a position where you're not settling for any old cup. It's like, unless you are a two a cup situation, I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't need you. I am happy being my own overflowing cup. And that's the thing. Like, you have to be prepared. This dedication to self and getting yourself to this place where you're no longer reliant on someone else to fulfill you, to feel you, to fill you, right? You are tapped into your own sources. And so it's kind of like, this is why you're this discernment queen, right? Like, if you are not going to contribute to my already awesome life, then no thanks, right? When you are needing someone else to fulfill you, you end up taking whatever you can get. And it comes with all of the inconsistencies of that kind of connections, right? You're in if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. If it's a maybe, it's a no. If it's a I can kind of no. If it's a well, no. Get it? If it's like, oh my God, yes, then that is a yes. And that is a yes. And you get a yes. It's got to be this. It's got to be like, yes. If the song Celebrate Holiday doesn't come to mind, then it's a no, right? And you can I mean, we can overthink things to death and second guess and confuse and muddy our own clarity waters, right? This is why it's really important before making a decision to really check in with yourself and what you envision, what you consider your happily ever after. And you don't have to rush. You're not going to have like a 2-minute window that you have to jump through, otherwise you miss it. Because what's for you will be for you. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so there is a pause here on this union. So be careful what you speak, okay? Because I feel like this affects all of the things. Your emotional regularity, your wheel of fortune. So don't say anything that is contrary to what you want, okay? Especially in this, you being the creator of your world. What you speak, what you think, this contributes to your creation. So be very intentional with your words. Okay, thoughts are like leaves passing by in a river. We don't need to pick them all up and claim them as ours. Stick them in a book, press them, right? Create a collage, whatever you do with those thought leaves. We can just be like, oh, I see that thought. Yep, there you go. Bye. And there it goes. Okay. So yeah, this came out onto this union here. So there has been a period of hanging out, seeing things from different perspectives, kind of being where you're at, and this holding back. Okay. So I feel like this was an important part of the process. This is a acknowledgement that things needed to play out, things needed to, or need to, play out as on all the sides, right? That's why these unions are so magical, because it's like two people living completely separate lives, having to reach a certain point in their growth, in their healing, in their spiritual evolution, in all of their aspects before they come together, right? And it's like, even if one was still down here, it's not going to work until they're on the same level. And that's it's tricky for one person to get up there, but for two people, and they're two people who happen to be, destined to be together or meant to be together. So I'm going to put this away because I can. And, you're already recognizing that things are going to take as long as they take, and you're not in waiting mode. You're in living your best life mode. So it can take as long as it needs to take. Okay. Because you know that life is pretty damn good. And if that were to come in, and that would make your life like unbelievably good, it's worth waiting for. Yeah, spend your time tending your spiritual garden. Okay, spend your time expanding and evolving and connecting to your higher self. This is coming in fast. Or when it comes in, it's all going to happen fast. Which makes sense, right? Because I feel like this is kind of will be mirrored for the other as well. And their discernment game, right? What you seek seeks you. You're the one that I want. You're what I want. Honey. The one I need. Oh, yes, indeed. If you're feeling affection, you're too shy to convey. Meditate in my direction. Feel your way. You better shape up, 'cause I need a man, and my heart is set on you. You better shape up, 'cause it's destiny. To my heart I must be true. Ooh. Okay? Yes. This is destiny. You can't rush destiny, and you can't settle for anything less than it. Gorgeous. Destiny. And it's the truth. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool how destiny and truth are one. It's like your greatest and highest timeline. That's what your destiny is. And your ability, your work, your efforts to get there. It's like a meeting halfway kind of a situation. right? You do your energy work, the universe does its energy work, and you find a way to love. Okay, so this Five of Cups is really giving me this going all in, right? Letting all of the other options, all the other cups go, and just focusing on the Two of Cups, the two cups, right? Love. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So, because it is my consolidating energies one. How's that feel there? Right? You meditate, you choose love, you choose the two cups that matter, and you release the rest. This is part of that beautiful becoming and receiving and regulating. And I just picked it up there because I was like, but death? But yeah, because this kind of love, union, heart expansion will be the death of the version of you that didn't have it, right? Of the life and world that you were in, feeling, and otherwise before. Yes, okay. So last time we'll go through after this. Okay, this is the last time we'll go through. If there's any other cards from this deck that want to add, confirm any more information. The Emperor. The Emperor is coming out. Okay, this is the energy of making it happen. This is the energy of focus and action. Okay, beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay, so I got this new deck. It's just a little deck. Faded Pocket Love Oracle. There's only 13 cards. So it's really, really tiny. But we will see. We'll get a reading or test. Let's just, I mean, it is a brand new deck, but let's just give it a little cleanse and clear. So that only messages for this reading or message comes out. What can you tell us about this faded union? What can we know about this faded union? Boundaries. Over here on the Ten of Cups, on your happily ever after. Okay, so really hold the vision of what, and really consider, what does happily ever after look like, feel like, right? Embody it, own it, act as if. Don't let the thoughts sway you or delay you. Okay, we don't want sway or delay. Nay. Okay, let's get the delight of the Oracle deck, because we're talking about unions of all kinds, but I think it's love. I mean, we got the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Lovers, like, and counterparts on the board. So I'm highly leaning towards a destined loving partnership. And who knows, it may, for some, it may be all of the above. And all together, all in one. All of the above, all in one. Okay. We've got trust, and yes, trust in the seeds that you have sown. Trust in the growth that has happened, right? Trust that tree and the roots and its ability to bloom. Okay, look at that beautiful, beautiful tree. So trust it. And I feel like that, like, live as if, right? Live as if your person, you already know your person and you know they're on their way home. So make a pie and clean your space and embody the version of you that's excited for when they arrive. Okay, what else we got? Oh, illusion was upside down. We got marriage and maze. Okay, so I feel like this illusion, this is that your brain here, you're overthinking. And I feel like that's the maze of your own creating this maze that you're that's occupying your brain. Think of energy flowing and getting stuck in a maze, right? It's like, where am I going? Where am I flowing? It keeps hitting walls, it keeps hitting corners, but it gets caught and confused. That's how energy moves through corners, right? It kind of goes, it's not a flow, it's a hitting a barricade, right? You got two barricades and it's like where it just wants to flow through. So, and then the illusion. So this is even your own tendency to brush things off that you've been feeling, that you've been witnessing, recognizing the signs and synchronicities, all of the things, and your brain still being like, yeah, but, right? Like, get rid of the buts, take the buts away, because this is like, think of every but is another corridor in this maze that your energy, the universal energy that's wanting to bring this to you, is getting stuck and caught up in. Okay, we want flow. We want to bust those walls down so that the energy can just flow straight and true. Okay, just like this night wants to flow straight and true with its messages. Okay, and then we have the marriage of souls is the union of two divine opponents. Okay, and I feel like that's what's happening here. And whether or not you believe in marriage or it's a divine soul commitment, it's forever. You're a forever person where there's no worrying or wondering, where's this going? Is this going to end? This is like I mean, I guess that's the kind of security that marriage is supposed to evoke or bring in. It's like, okay, we're married, so therefore I've always got this person. It's like a binding, right? But you don't necessarily need the um, Christianized version of marriage in order to devote yourself to another forever. Okay, a lot of these unions too, you're both feeling the same. There's only one. There's only one. And if you've already met this person, they become the prototype, and nothing else comes close. Nothing else comes close. That's why it's worth going all in for. Okay, I'm just gonna throw some of these down. That one, those, das and dos, dot and dot, dos and this. That one wanted to fall. Those ones did, and that. Okay. So the world is your oyster. Yes, I feel like today this one is about you being the pearl. Okay, you have already lived most of your life becoming the pearl, being stuck in a shell. And now the shell is open and you are free to roll around as your beautiful pearly self. Okay, where will you go? What will you do? What will your world look like? This is also like a second chance at living the life of your dreams. Okay, we've got the cycle. This is the temperance. This is that recognition. This is also what goes around comes around, but it's also death and rebirth, right? The worm Ouroboros, the symbol of the snake, sheds its skin. It's rebirthing and expanding forever. And so it's like eating itself and birthing itself at the same time, right? It's the death of the old and the birth of the new. This is the light and the shadow dichotomy and balance and all of that stuff. The fool. This is take a chance on me. I don't know. Yes, maybe. This is trusting. This is blind faith. This is following the signs and synchronicities. The rabbit, right? Think of Alice in Wonderland, her curiosity about this rabbit in a waistcoat with a clock, right? A timepiece. She's like, what the? This is also trust in love, right? There's a heart on this figure's sweater here. And it's this blind faith that their love has made them light enough that this kite will carry them into the sky. This is that butterfly transformation, right? You are ready to catch the next wind current and soar into your next life, which is beautiful. Or this kite is going to take you up into the heavens where you can shine. I was thinking about the movie Stardust, and I tried to find it online, like Prime or Netflix or whatever, and it's not on there. You have to rent it. And while I was changing my shelf around, I found a copy of the movie that I forgot that I had. So I'm totally going to watch Stardust one of these days. Okay, focus. Be mindful of what you focus on because you are in manifesting mode. Okay, so this is that intentional speaking, right? Be mindful of your speaking because there is a certain level of strength in your manifestations right now, in your thoughts. Okay, your thoughts are strong. Oh yeah, we've got the judgment. So this is very much the new life, the recognition that you deserve, and that a new life is coming. This wheel of fortune, right? You may have spent most of your life at the bottom of the wheel, or even hanging off the side of it, but the angels are trumpeting and declaring you renewed. You are the phoenix from the flame. Okay. We've got the Empress. Yes, this is the frequency you want to hold. This is what calls in, draws in, brings in all of your abundance. The Empress births new worlds, births new relationships, births all of the new things. Okay, beautiful. The Emperor and the Empress here. We've got the Devils. Okay, I feel like this is all illusions, and this is the maze. This is the overthinking, the thinking thoughts that work against you. Right? Devils are adversaries. I also feel like this illusion, there may be facsimiles that start to show up for you. And it's kind of like the universe testing. Like, are you really holding out for the one, or are you like, will this close to or alternative version work? Okay, that's for something for someone. Okay, there's the chrysalis that you're leaving behind. I feel like this is actually the new world that you are creating, birthing, moving into, that will come about when this union happens. Right? Trust the process. You can't cut the chrysalis open and expect to find a butterfly in there. You have to allow the butterfly to finish its transforming and to come out on its own for it to have the strength and the capability of flying. Okay. We've got the moon. So things will soon be illuminated. Things will be brought to light. Again, this is the wait for it without waiting for it. Okay. Yes. Balancing of all the things. Oops, sorry. Microphone. Balancing of all of the things, the energies. Yes, that's what you do. You don't wait, you balance and live your best life and grow. Yes, lots of growth. Okay. Is that it? I think that's it. I think we went a little too long. I'm sorry for that, but this is a gorgeous reading. It's beautiful. There's things coming, and continue to release and see through illusions. It's okay to observe, become the observer of your thoughts as they move through you, but don't actively engage in any of them other than the ones that contribute to this vision. Okay, this vision of divine union and love and stability and abundance, a happily ever after. Okay, and it is the end of an old world and the start of a new. So it's not ever and they lived happily ever after, I guess. Happily ever after. I mean, stories always just kind of end there. And I think it's because it depends, like, what does that look like for you, right? So those are the kinds of thoughts that you want to be thinking of in a balanced state. And all else, dismiss them as devils. They're not serving you. Okay, there you have it. A beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous reading. Okay, remember, it's your destiny. And all you need to do is trust and hold that frequency. Okay, pay attention to your intentions, the words that you speak, and watch those thoughts, right? Watch them literally float past you. Okay, and messages will be coming in for you, and you'll be like, what? Mind blown. Okay, there you have it. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited for this, for you, for everything. I think life is going to get very interesting for you, and just be really excited and anticipating each revelation of this as it starts to come in for you. Okay, and also keep releasing and moving that energy around. Be mindful of where energy is flowing and going, and go all in. on the Two of Cups. Okay, have a good one. I'll see you next time. Love you. Bye.